EA Sports downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome, to the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. On second down, here's Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay.
Hauschka with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Well, Charles, a little bit earlier you were talking about the first time that the Saints and Eagles met up earlier this season as we think about their upcoming playoff game, which you will be calling, by the way. But 48-7 was the final in Week 11. What are the keys in this upcoming game?
Well, for New Orleans, an intact offensive line would be a great start. They were dinged up a little bit down the stretch. Their ability to run the football with Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara allows Drew Brees to make those throws downfield to guys like Mike Thomas and make the big plays and, of course, swing it out to Kamara out of the backfield. On the defensive side of the ball, their ability to pressure Nick Foles will actually be a key in this game. Cam Jordan, their all-pro defensive end, will have a big hand in that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
36. Hey, easy.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Breeze to throw on second down. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, left, 28 left.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Breeze. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, it's McCoy. Oh, now he bowls him over. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Throwing now is Allen. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set! B-19! B-19!
pitch it out to McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
This give is to McCoy. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 14 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talking about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. McCoy, the lone man in the backfield on 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Kamara. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw, it's Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
0-2, 0-2.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect the pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run. And boy, they were successful.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
11. Under.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
21. Alert. 3 down. 21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Kamara. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Buffalo's offense coming back out here. This is a team that regressed a bit this season to 6-10, 9-7 in a playoff team a year ago. But, and you talked about this earlier, they do seem to have their quarterback of the future in Josh Allen.
They certainly do. Their goal now is to get a better offensive line to protect him. Took too many hits, had to run for his life way too many times. The defense, though, that was a revelation, although it probably shouldn't be, since their head coach is a former defensive coordinator, and Sean McDermott, the number 2 ranked defense in the NFL. There are things to build off of for the Buffalo Bills moving forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. That's it for the... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. On the return, here comes Victor Bolden. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A give to McCoy. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On third and long, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, Charles, the All-Pro team was announced a Friday before the playoffs started. Aaron Donald, the only unanimous choice. Let's see, the Chiefs had 4, Bears had 4. What stuck out to you about the All-Pro team?
Well, it's such a great year for Drew Brees at quarterback for New Orleans, the #1 seed in the NFC. Yet he's only second-team All-Pro because Patrick Mahomes had a magical season in Kansas City and deserved to be the #1 guy. How about the Chicago Bears going from worst to first in the NFC North? 4 players making the All-Pro team led by Khalil Mack. And then when you talk about rookies, the Colts had 2 that made it in Quentin Nelson, their offensive guard, and Darius Leonard, their linebacker.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And Watson has it right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Here we go. 11. 21.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Kamara. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Here we go. Hey, easy. 12.
On second down, here's Breeze. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Get set. Kill.
Here we go with Kamara. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 83 yards, and the Bills will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Flushed out right, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Get set.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Get set, get set. Kill. Turn it up.
They run. It's Kamara. And he goes out right around the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I tell you, on 4th and 1, when you're way back on your side of the field, I thought this might just be an attempt to draw them off and get the first down that way. But they were going for it the whole time, and they wind up getting it.
Single.
Breeze now on 1st down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Kyle Williams able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Throwing now is Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Trent Murphy in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
11. 21.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Here we go.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
11.
Now Breeze got to have this one. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg happens. Guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.